guys, today I'll be showing you a basic weaving tutorial and show you how you can create your own tapestry weaving right here at home. Alright, let's get started. Well, first you need your weaving loom and your warp yarn. Tie a double knot on the bottom frame. I'm planning for my tapestry to be about 15 cm wide, so I'll be creating 16 warp lines. Once your knot is ready, pull your yarn towards the top, around the tooth, and then down towards the next empty slot at the bottom. Repeat this until you have created your desired number of warp lines. You can adjust the size of your tapestry by decreasing or increasing the number of warp lines. The rule is simply to have an even number of warp lines at the end, and you're good to go. Tie a double knot at the bottom once you're done. Remember that both your starting and ending points have to be on the same side of the frame. Now let's start weaving. I like to bundle a few strands of thin yarns to create fuller tassels. Make a loop using the yarns you have. Slip it under the first two warp lines and then pull the ends into the loop. Adjust your tassel all the way to the bottom. Create another tassel on the next two warp lines and then repeat until the entire row is complete. I'm on to the second row of tassels now. Skip the very first warp line and create a tassel on the next two lines. Okay, now finish the entire row of tassels. Trim your tassels after you're done, and we'll head on to the next step. Use your separator to pick out the even from the odd warp yarns. The separator helps you to weave easily, especially for the basic weave technique. Grab your wooden needle and thread your yarn right through it. Zoom right through the space that your separator has created. And ta-da! Your first row is done. Use your weaving comb to push the yarn downwards. And now to complete another row of basic weave, lay the separator flat and manually weave from left to right. Observe the row below. If the yarn is under the warp line, your new yarn above has to be over it. Just remember, your new row has to be in opposite direction as the one below. The next weave is my favorite of all, the pile weave. Look at all this lovely texture that it creates. For this, you'll need to grab a dowel or something long for you to actually create those textures. Start from the side of the weave without the loose yarn. Pull out the yarn that isn't hidden under the warp line and loop it onto the stick. Repeat until you reach the other side. If you like, you can also create longer loops by pulling more yarn out like this. Now let's do a new technique called Soumak. Cut a long strand of weaving yarn and slip it under the first two warp lines. Take the longer loose end and wrap it around the same warp lines again. Now, slip the longer loose end under the next two warp lines from right to left. Repeat until you reach the other side. The first row of Soumak is done. Now on to the next. Wrap around the last two warp lines again. Slip the weaving yarn under the next two warp lines from left to right. You can see the Soumak technique creates a really lovely braided texture. To create even more texture for any of the weave techniques, group multiple strands of yarns together. You can apply this method to any of the weaving techniques that you have learned. For now, I'm going to do another row of Soumak. Now I'm going to show you how to weave only a portion of the warp. If you're doing a basic weave, instead of weaving through all the warp lines, stop at the point you want and make a U-turn. Next up is the Rya Knot. It is the same knotting technique as the tassel, but every knot is created from the same strand of yarn. Make a loop in the middle of the yarn, slip it under the first two warp lines, and then pull the loose ends into the loop. This knotted technique creates really nice textures as well. You can try playing with other materials as well, like shoelaces, pom-pom trimmings, or even twine. I'm going to use my pom-pom trimmings for now. I'm going to do a few more rows of basic weave before I'm done. The final step is to add your wooden dowel. Weave it into your tapestry like this. Once you're done, flip it to the back. We're going to cut the warp line one at a time, starting with the sides. Every rod we cut will give you 2 loose strands. Use them to tie a double knot around the dowel. Repeat until there are no more warp lines hanging on our frame. Snip off the last 2 knots that you have created right from the start. Remove the tapestry entirely off the frame. All these loose ends that you have on the sides, you can actually trim them or tie them neatly behind. For the final step, cut a loose strand of yarn and tie the ends on both sides of the dowel. And now, you're finally ready to hang up your tapestry. Well, that's all for today. Thanks for joining me on Share and Create.